with the bottom of the paper sack away from the cutter, we're going to measure out 4 1/4. So we'll bring this to the 4 1/4 mark here and just press down and slice that, and then you have all this extra paper bag. Then you'll see that that is basically how tall our purse is going to be. Then what you need to do is create your back piece that's going to fold over and create your flap to close. So I would do this with 1 piece of cardstock. And I have the same cardstock that I used with this original project. Why don't we reverse it so I have something a little bit different here. So obviously you're going to need this to be the length, the height of your bag, about 1 inch wide, and you could also adjust this as well. I have this at 1 inch, and then it goes down to about 2 1/4 inches. So we have to kind of figure out the math here. So we want it to be the height of the bag, which is 4 1/4. I'm going to increase that by 1/4 inch, and I'll tell you why. Because if you glue it on and there's just a little bit of an edge, I hope you guys can see that, it helps the purse stay standing up. So I am going to increase the length of that by, I'm going to use this extra piece to do my math here. So 4 1/4, I'm going to go 4.5, okay? We're going to add 1 inch for the flap. You know what, let's even do some, let's really make it different. Let's add, let's make it 1 1/2. And then I went down to about 2 1/4. I'm going to say we're going to go, I think we're going to go 3, because notice here that I've scalloped the edges, and you know you always use up a little bit there. So let's add this up. So we have 5, 6, and so 9 inches. So our back piece that's going to fold around has to be about 9 inches. Let's hope I'm right. See if it goes well. And then we need to cut it the width of the bag, which is 5 1/8. So I'm going to go to 5 1/4 as far as width is concerned. Let me go and get my Martha Stewart score pad, because we're going to need that. We need to score it at 4 1/2. So we're going to go up to 4 1/2 and score it there. And then 1.5, so 1 1/2. So we're going to go 1 inch. Can you guys see this? I hope you can. So I scored at 4 1/2. Then I'm going to go 1 1/2 inches, 1 inch, 1 1/2, because we're going to make our top a little wider. Score there. And then this is going to be our flap. Go ahead and fold our lines here. And let's see how that works out. perfectly. Yay, so that's going to be our flap. Let's go ahead. I'm going to use this Martha Stewart punch. And now we have to make a piece that we're going to glue to this side to make the front of the purse, and I'm going to use this coordinating piece of paper. And basically we can use the measurements that we used for this back piece. So just to be on the safe side, let's get our measurements perfect. So 4.5 by 5.25. Decided to make a braided strap for the purse, but this time I'm even going to make it a little bit different and make the strap a little thicker. In this braid I used 3 strands of twine. In this one I'm going to use twice as many, and what I did here is, oh, this is double-sided tape. I thought it was regular tape. I have measured out 6 lengths of twine. I'm just gonna secure that down so that I can braid it. And just like you would do with hair, I hope you guys can see this, I'm going to take 2 pieces, 2 and 2, and braid this up. Get our tape runner here, and we're going to attach our paper bag, our lunch sack, to our decorative paper. Then fold the edge down so it's flat. This time I'm going to put the glue here, or the tape runner on the paper. It's just easier because the paper is more flat. And kind of line it up with the back so it'll stand up nice and straight. Now that's correct. Open up your bag.